Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai.
Hello and good morning, friends. It is day one in Shanghai and the first part of my Shanghai vlog. So today we are going to the famous Wukang Road, and of course, I already got something. Like, look at this little phone stand. It's so cute. It's also a mirror. So I had to get it. Anyways, Wukang Road is a new upcoming trending area in Shanghai. Well, actually, the area is not new, but it's becoming more trendy now. And it has a lot of small shops and local brands, which I love, and it's perfect for buying souvenirs for friends and family, and also for yourself. So husband and I, we were just strolling around the area, just exploring, and we came across this cute cafe called Hortensia. And honestly, it was the parfaits that instantly drew me into the cafe. So, and as someone who loves sweets and desserts, of course, I had to check this place out. And it's beautiful, just like these cakes, guys. After we sat down and got our menus, the waitress was explaining something on them. And honestly, I still don't know what she was explaining exactly. I think she said something along the lines of, these parfaits has alcohol in it. At least that's what I'm thinking I understood, but I'm not 100% sure, so please do not quote me on this. We ordered 2 parfaits and a tea set. The tea set came with 2 cookies and 1 cup of tea. I'm not sure what kind of tea I actually ordered. I just ordered it based on the picture because it looked cute on the picture. And I don't know what kind of cookies they were. Honestly, the waitress was so sweet and patient with us. I did not understand everything, and I think she knew that I did not understand everything because I had a lot of questions, and also I think the way I'm speaking Chinese is kind of childish. I don't think that grown-up people, like adults, would actually talk like that. But yeah, she was super nice and did her best in explaining everything to us. The first parfait had tiny little meringue sticks on them, and honestly, they were pretty good. They were like super fluffy and crunchy. By the way, can you guys tell that I showed my husband quite a lot of beauty content? So, yeah, this man knows the beauty trick. To be honest, besides of the meringue sticks, the rest of the parfait were okay. Like, they weren't bad, but they definitely looked better than they actually tasted. And same goes for the second parfait that we've ordered. And the waitress was explaining that the second ice cream actually is salty, so we are supposed to use the sauce that came with it to complement the taste. Overall, I really liked the second parfait. I liked it much more than the first one, but still, it looked much better than it actually tasted. And honestly, I don't know what's with the melons here in China because the melons here taste so good, so fresh, and they were so crunchy. And I've never had such crunchy melons before. Okay, this sounds kind of weird, honestly. And oh my god, guys, while editing this video, I just noticed how bad my hair looked from the back. I already had the feeling that day that my hair looked kind of weird. I could kind of tell from the feeling of it. And I remember that I asked my husband if my hair looked good that day. He was like, it looks fine to me. Oh my god, guys, it looks so bad. Anyways, at least the matcha and the coffee was hitting that day.
Dafür ist das richtig.
Bitte drück nicht zu fest. Hinterher machst du das Glas kaputt.
Nee, das passiert mir nicht. Cool.
In the evenings, we finally arrived at Anfu Road, and Honestly, Anfu Road is actually not that far away from Bukang Road, but we took so long exploring everything that it got dark. Anyways, the main reason why I wanted to come to Anfu Road is because of this cafe. As you can see, this cafe is bear themed and they got their concept so on point that you even get a free tiny bear with each drink. Well, technically it's not really for free because I'm sure you pay for it with the drink, but you know what I mean. We are girl mathing today. As for the drink, I got a guava lemon soda and it was okay. It was too sweet and too sour for my liking, but I'm sure it's just me and the other drinks are probably much better. And now it's finally dinner time. For dinner we went to a dim sum place that was pretty close to our hotel, and since my drink from before was kinda disappointing, I wanted to try out this brilliant leaf Coke that this place had. And what can I say? It tasted like regular Coke.
Wie ist es?
Anyways, we've ordered these dumplings that were filled with veggie and truffle. But here's where we went wrong. So we've ordered everything from our phone and there was a picture of these dumplings. They priced at around €1. So we thought, okay, because it cost €1, we will get one piece, right? Even though there were 3 pieces shown on the picture. Because no way it's gonna be that cheap. But guess what? It was €1 for 3 pieces and we've ordered 3 of those. So 9 in total. We've also ordered a bunch of other things. So safe to say, we were stuffed to the brim at the end of the dinner. On day 2, we went to the Bund, which is directly connected to Nanjing Road. A lot of flagship stores are located here, such as Pop Mart, Minisoland, Adidas, and so on. So you can do some pretty nice shopping here. Speaking of shopping, I found the perfect spot for gifts and souvenirs. This store sold hand cream specific to your birthday and name, and I think each birthday had their own scent. Please do not quote me on this one, but at least the packaging is all different and they had your birthday on it, except of mine, because mine was sold out. But on the bright side, I found a hand cream with my family's name on it, so of course I had to get a couple of these for my parents and myself. And you guys, the packaging on these products was so cute. I mean, look at these capybara ones. I honestly was so tempted to get each of everything. I also found these mini hand creams with my name on it, so of course I gotta get a couple of these as well. Since we got this much, the lady behind the counter gave us some coins, so we could try our luck at the claw machine to win even more hand cream. I guess you can tell luck was not in the room with us today because I did not win a single thing. But honestly, who needs that many hand creams anyways, right? While strolling around, we came across this huge pop-up with the cat, and till this day I still don't know what this pop-up was honestly about because you couldn't buy any products, but 100 points for the dedication because this cat was ginormous. It was huge. Around the pop-up were a couple of pretty promising looking food stalls, but we did not get anything since we weren't that hungry at that time. Next we went to Anta, which is a Chinese sports brand, and they had some really cute sneakers. But I'm not really a sneakers girly, so I didn't get anything. But it was really nice to see what local brands are up to though. Further down Nanjing Road was this crazy department store. They had a literal fish pond in there. Like, it was completely open. So you could potentially touch the fishies in there, but please don't do that. And also, the escalator was curved. I didn't even know that this was possible up to this point. Okay, now we are entering dangerous grounds because this store is a DIY and toy heaven. They had a bunch of BJD blind boxes, so safe to say I had a hard time deciding which one to get. Price-wise, they were all between $10 to $20. There were also a lot of dioramas and DIY kits. I was really struggling to keep my cool at this point because they all looked like it would be so much fun to build. But in the end, I didn't get anything because I thought they would be a nightmare to dust off. I guess this is a typical case of when the adult is actually adulting. Oh yeah, my husband wanted to share his booster opening with you guys, so enjoy.
Da ist was.
Oh.
Oh. Das geht. Okay, das war's.
So it's currently 4 in the morning and I'm so jet lagged and also so hungry. So I'm going to the nearest convenience store to grab some food. And yeah, because what am I supposed to do right now, right?
您好，欢迎光临。您好，欢迎下一个光临。
On day 3, I had a last-minute hair appointment that I spontaneously made the day before. I found this place at Xiangshu and shoot the stylist a message. By the way, I had to use Google Translate to help me out with that. My Chinese is super basic, so I sat there in awkward silence the entire time. Around noon, I was starving, so luckily we came across this Vietnamese restaurant. This was actually my first time drinking coconut water out of a fresh coconut. Yeah, it was life-changing. It's great. My husband got pho and I got, well, my husband was literally laughing at me because out of all these options, I got myself a portion of French fries and some. I just have an undying love for French fries and grilled meat. To be honest, guys, I still dream about the skewers. They were so juicy and smoky, and the French fries, they were so crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and they were perfectly seasoned with tom yum flavor. And honestly, editing this makes me so hungry, so let's move on. We are back at Nanjing Road. Yay! Because it's close to our hotel and of course we went to the Pop Mart flagship store. If you wonder why I didn't went the first day, it's because there was another Pop Mart store even closer to our hotel. And that one, we basically went the minute we arrived. As you would expect from a flagship, they had a lot of stock, but unfortunately they did not have a lot from the Crybaby series, which is my favorite, as you may already know. Since we went on a weekday, it was much less crowded compared to the weekends. So always go on the weekdays if you can. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you may have already seen me opening these blind boxes from Powerpuff Girls and Molly. And since it's the flagship store, they had quite a big selection of pop beans. They are basically tiny figurines that aren't in the blind box, but you can't buy them separately. You have to buy a container there, and then you can fit in as many pop beans as possible into these containers. But it wouldn't be Pop Mart if there weren't any other blind box elements to it. They had special containers that you can buy, and these were in a blind box. And guess who got one of these? I was really hoping to get the Skull Panda one because it was so beautiful, but I got something different. Looking back, I feel like the music was kind of foreshadowing. Oh, I forgot to mention that once you've opened your blind box, you give the person behind the counter the lid of your container. And once you fill the container, the worker will put the lid back on and put it back into the packaging. I guess it's to make sure that you don't overstuff your container or something. Later that day, we came across an actual Ichiraku ramen, which is so crazy to me, and we were honestly pretty stuffed at that point, but I guess there is always an exception for Naruto, so we went in and grabbed some food. Before doing so, let's talk about the merch they had, because I really did not understand this collaboration or this merch design. Yeah, I did not see the vision behind this Grease, Naruto, goddess, god situation here. Anyways, moving on to the inside of the restaurant, because the restaurant was really nice. But I have a confession because I did not like the food. I totally forgot to film the food, but we got a set of gyoza and one bowl of ramen. The Naruto signature ramen, of course. It was really mid. So if you're really hungry and just want to come here for food, I would not recommend. But it's definitely worth the experience. In the same building, they also had a BJD store with a bunch of different BJDs from different brands. I'm personally not a huge fan of resin dolls because how easily they can discolor. They also had a huge selection of accessories such as wigs, eyes, shoes, clothing, and so on. And they also had a bunch of tiny little press-on nails for your dolls, which were so cute. Like, I've never seen this before in my entire life, but I did not get anything because I just knew I will lose them before my dolls get the chance to wear them. But the craziest part is this store had the smallest and the biggest BJD blind boxes that I've ever seen. These are also the biggest BJDs that I ever seen. Like, they were really huge. I think they were like 90 centimeters or something, and they were like super expensive. I was really contemplating if I should get one or not, but the options weren't that great. This is one of them, for example, but I don't really like the other dolls they had. I did not get one of these lucky boxes. I went to Pop Mart again. Okay, this might be a little bit TMI, but I was on my period that day, so I may or may not come across a little bit emotional during this unboxing. So, enjoy. Yay. But this time, it's not a blind box. It's a freaking lamp. Like, I could not resist, and I got a freaking lamp. And it's huge. Luggage space is actually really precious when you're traveling. Let's open it anyways. It's the shiny collection. The charger for the lamp. So the light sticks actually light up and you can charge the lamp. And this one is the button to turn the lamp on. Oh, it's already charged. I didn't know it's already charged, but yeah, this is how it looks like. So this is the button and you can change the colors. That's so cute. I did not know it's already charged. Oh my